Have you ever thought about what's going on inside your gut? Picture this: trillions of bacteria, fungi, viruses, all living in your digestive tract and impacting your overall health in ways you might not even realize. These microscopic residents, collectively known as your gut microbiota, play a crucial role in digestion, immunity, and even your mood. But just like any other ecosystem, when things get out of balance, it can lead to some not-so-good consequences. In today's fast-paced world, our guts are often the first casualties of our unhealthy lifestyle choices. But don't worry, we're here to help. We've compiled 7 warning signs that indicate your gut might be in trouble. Frequent bloating and gas. If you constantly find yourself feeling bloated, even after seemingly small meals, it could be a sign that your gut is struggling to break down food properly. This discomfort, which often comes with an excess of gas, might be your gut's way of signaling that the friendly bacteria in your gut are keeping your digestive system in balance. When these tiny helpers are out of whack, they may struggle to digest certain components of your diet, leading to uncomfortable bloating and gas. For example, if you have a lactose intolerance, your body might not produce enough of the enzyme needed to digest lactose, the sugar found in milk and dairy products. As a result, bacteria in your gut ferment lactose, producing gas and bloating as they do. Or perhaps you have irritable bowel syndrome, a condition where your gut reacts negatively to certain foods or stress. When this happens, your gut might churn and spasm, leading to more gas and bloating. It's essential to pay attention to these symptoms because persistent bloating and gas could be your gut's way of telling you that its delicate balance is off track. 2. Irregular bowel movements. Picture this: you're at a social event and suddenly you find yourself desperately searching for the nearest restroom. Yep, we're talking about those times when nature's call hits you unexpectedly and urgently. Well, if you find yourself running to the bathroom for unexpected bowel movements more often than you'd like, it might be your gut's way of waving a red flag. Chronic constipation or diarrhea, or even worse, a frustrating mix of both, can be major red flags indicating that your gut isn't in its usual groove. It's like when your favorite band plays a song you know all too well, but then they hit a bum note or two, throwing off the entire melody. Similarly, when things go awry in your gut, whether it's due to an imbalance in gut bacteria or a change in your bowel habits, it can disrupt the rhythm of your digestive system. And if left unresolved, these issues can evolve into something more serious. So if you're facing unexpected trips to the bathroom, it might be time to tune into your gut and figure out what's off key. Food intolerance or sensitivities. Ever had that one food that you just can't seem to digest properly? Imagine biting into a delicious slice of pizza only to feel uncomfortable afterward. That's what we call food intolerance. Our gut has a complex task to digest and absorb nutrients from the food we eat. It's like a well-coordinated dance where enzymes and acids break down food into smaller components for absorption. But when the music changes, like when you consume certain foods, the dance can turn into a fumble. For instance, if you have lactose intolerance, your body doesn't have enough of the enzyme needed to break down lactose, the sugar found in milk and dairy products. Or maybe you have celiac disease, where your body reacts negatively to gluten, a protein found in wheat and barley. In both cases, the trouble lies in your gut's inability to digest certain components of your diet properly. This can lead to symptoms like bloating, abdominal pain, gas, and even diarrhea. When this happens, it's your gut's way of saying, we need to work on our digestive tango. Food intolerances and sensitivities are common and often point towards an imbalance in your gut bacteria. By recognizing these signs and making adjustments to your diet, you can support your gut health and enjoy your meals without the uncomfortable side effects. 4. Chronic fatigue or brain fog. When we think of physical health, we often picture visible symptoms like a fever or a rash. But what about mental clarity? Ever felt that your lack of focus or brain fog is more than just a consequence of all-nighters spent studying or working? You might be onto something. In fact, researchers are uncovering a strong link between gut health and brain function. thanks to a direct connection known as the vagus nerve. This nerve relays messages between your gut and your brain, influencing not just your digestion, but also how you feel. Picture this: your gut has trillions of bacteria, collectively called the gut microbiota, that influence how you feel. When these tiny organisms are out of balance, it can affect your energy levels and cognitive function. Studies show that gut bacteria play a role in producing serotonin, a neurotransmitter that impacts sleep, mood, and concentration. Plus, a healthy gut helps break down food, releasing energy for the brain to use. On the other hand, an unhealthy gut can lead to inflammation and nutrient deficiencies, both of which can leave you drained. So that persistent fatigue or brain fog might not be just about needing more sleep. It could be your gut trying to tell you that things aren't quite right. 5. Skin issues. Let's talk about skin issues. Did you know that your gut and skin are connected in a way that you might not have realized? We're not just talking about the six-pack abs you see in the mirror. There's a scientific term for this connection known as the gut-skin axis. This means that what's happening in your gut can have a direct impact on your skin, affecting everything from acne to eczema and various types of rashes. It's like having a direct line to your gut's inner workings. But what's really going on? Well, picture this. Your gut has trillions of bacteria that help digest food and keep you healthy. But when these bacteria get out of balance, it can cause inflammation in the gut. And guess what? That inflammation can manifest itself on your skin. It's like your skin is acting as a second brain, giving you visual cues about what's happening internally. Skin issues can be a sign that your gut is struggling, urging you to take notice and find ways to restore balance to your gut bacteria. 6. Unexplained mood swings or anxiety. You might be surprised to learn that your gut and brain have a close relationship, often referred to as the gut-brain axis. This connection goes beyond what you see in those funny comic strips. Direct communication pathway between your gut and your brain. Like when you eat, your brain can influence your gut, telling it to get ready for digestion, even before you start eating. Your brain knows about it within minutes. It's a real, so when there's a party going on in your gut, likewise. But what does this mean for your mood? But did you know that they might be your gut's way of sending a distress signal? Well, your gut contains a significant amount of serotonin, and when the message gets distorted, it can throw your emotions out of balance. A substance that acts like a messenger between your brain and body. In fact, 90% of the serotonin in your body is produced in the gut. This means that an unhealthy gut could lead to low serotonin levels, potentially contributing to mood swings and anxiety. It's like your gut is having a conversation with your brain, so those unexplained, you're on a strict health kick. Despite your best efforts, you find yourself inexplicably craving a slice of cake or a bag of chips. Determined to cut back on sugary treats and processed foods. Mood swings or anxiety you've been feeling might be your gut trying to tell you that things aren't quite right, urging you to pay attention and seek ways to restore harmony to your gut health. 7. Cravings for sugar or processed foods. We all know that cravings can strike at the most inconvenient times. Picture this. But suddenly, these cravings aren't just a weakness of will. They might be your gut's way of communicating that it needs some TLC. When there's an overgrowth of bad bacteria in your gut, it can throw off the entire microbial balance. And guess what? That can lead to some unusual cravings. For example, a study published in the journal Cell, Host and Microbe showed that mice with a less diverse gut microbiota had a preference for high-fat and high-sugar foods. What's more, when researchers transplanted gut bacteria from these mice to other mice, the recipient mice also developed a taste for sugary and fatty treats. It seems that these cravings might be a way for your gut to compensate for the lack of essential nutrients it's not getting from the foods you eat. So next time you find yourself craving something sweet or processed, it might be your gut's way of telling you that it needs your attention and care. Understanding the warning signs of gut health issues is the first step to taking care of this vital part of your body. From frequent bloating and irregular bowel movements to cravings for sugary foods and even skin problems, These signs might seem like minor inconveniences or unrelated symptoms, but they could be your gut's way of calling for attention. So listen to what your gut is trying to tell you. Eat a balanced diet, manage stress effectively, and consult a healthcare professional when needed. Taking care of your gut isn't just about avoiding discomfort. It's about nurturing the foundation of your overall health. Do you experience any of these warning signs? If so, what steps are you taking to improve your gut health? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video with others who might find it helpful. Stay healthy and keep listening to your gut.